Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over all the different things and all the plans with the car. So the car's already four-wheel drive, it's already B-Series, turbo, forged, but loads of plans for it. So we're just going to have a walk around the car. Firstly, wing. We need to replace this wing because this wing is absolutely battered. So this one's much better. Going to replace that later on. So there's that one. What are we doing next? So, wide arch. It should sit somewhere around there. We've got front and rear all the way through. We've got a splitter on the front. We currently don't have a splitter on the rear, but yeah, that is the plan. So it should, I think these are like 100mm wider. This originally came off our coupe. So we had to fiberglass in this corner. So we're gonna have to cut that back out again. Sort the fuel cap out and just make it a bit better for wrapping. So we are going to wrap the car. The plan is the car will go bright purple for the company colours. So that's going purple. So yeah, wide arch, wrap, going to go bright purple on it. Probably go livery as well, have a big dinosaur down the side. And yeah, that is the plan for the outside. Bumper, we've already changed the front bumper for the one with the hole in the front for the intercooler. So that's that. Rear bumper, I need to find a hatch rear bumper that doesn't have the mouldings in it. So if you do have a hatch bumper, get in touch because we do need one. Ideally with a splitter as well. Type R splitter is fine. We just need something else on the rear because at the minute it is horrible. We have these things on it, not nice. We don't want those anymore. So I want to get a completely smoothed one, splitter, and it'll just make the back a bit nicer. Probably going to go for a carbon boot at some point, but that is not on the list because we have a million other things to do. So as of right now, we're not going to do that. But bumper we definitely need before we can wrap it. And yeah, right, that is that. So bodywork, going to go through the whole car, wide arch, wrap, livery. That is it for the bodywork. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Where do we start? So many things to do. So let's start with ECU things. So ECU, we were originally going to be running an Elite 1500, but now or a Haltech Elite 1500, sorry, but we sold it and we have gone with the brand new S2 that they haven't actually really, well, they have literally just released it. So that should be coming in about 4 to 6 weeks, I think. S2 and wideband, digital dash, gonna go over all that stuff. So we bought one of these for the IC7, so we can fit that in where the cluster is currently, take that out and sit the digital dash in. So we have that. Digital dash we do already have, which is really, really pretty. So digital dash, and that will just can directly to the ECU. So that is going to sit in front of the clocks. We'll just chop this out to fit correctly, and then it should be something like that. So that'd be nice. Nice digital dash there, and that will show us kind of all the sensors, any warning lights or anything else we need. So I've wanted to go digital dash for a long time, and now we can. So we're going to do that. So we've got Haltech things there. What else are we doing for ECU? So yeah, S2, digital dash, dash mount, wideband we still need to buy. I do have a wideband upstairs, but the S2's got an inbuilt controller, so we're just gonna get the wideband itself for that. So today we're gonna be fitting power steering pump. I don't actually have any fluid yet. That's one thing I did forget. So we're just gonna kind of bolt the power steering pump, modify this bracket. We're gonna have to cut that down, so we've got to do that. But yeah, that will go on later on today. Supply this new belt, which is cool. And also some rocker cover washers because I need some of those, and a couple of like bumper clips. So yeah, thanks to Ross for that. So fuel cell we're going to fit in the boot. Oh, we'll go to the boot in a minute because I have a million parts in there to show you. But fuel cell we're going to go with a New Performance 40 litre because it's got an inbuilt CFC. Pumps we're probably going to go with a couple of like Walbro 255s maybe DW pumps. I haven't really decided, but that is that. Going to get that all bolted in. Then we're going to have crimped lines front to back, fuel lines. So we're going to go AN8 feed, AN6 return, just one to the rail, one back, and that'll be nice and easy. So we need to get that fabricated. Radiator we currently don't have because I gave that to our friend Sam yesterday, and he's going to weld me in a AN6. So that is the water return for the turbo. Need to get that sorted, and also we're going to move the radiator across a bit so we can have the screamer coming out the bonnet. At the minute there's basically no room. There's probably like, I don't know, that much room between the end of the radiator and where the screamer would go. Notch this out, pull the radiator this way, weld the brackets down the bottom just to move it across a little bit, and yeah, that'll be the radiator. What else do we have? Intercooler we need to do, so I have the intercooler over here actually. We are running the Speed Factory 2.5 inch. I think we're probably going to have to get the 3 inch because I don't think this will flow enough, because these are designed for like 450 horsepower. So this potentially going 3 inch, but I haven't really quite decided yet. We'll see how we get on with mapping, and I mean we've got a 70mm throttle body, so it kind of makes sense to go 3 inch, but I don't know. Catch can, we've got the 2 lines over there, the 2 AN lines the other side, so we're going to remove the fuse box, put the catch can over in that corner like a 4-port twin filter kind of thing. So catch can's going over there. Currently trash, stuff everywhere. Where do I even start with the things in the boot? So oil, we're going to be running Miller's 1050 because I've always run it and it's always been good, never caused me a problem, so we're going with that. We are going to be running, we've already got a 50mm Turbo Smart wastegate, so we're going to be running nice shiny purple Turbo Smart blow-off valve, the Race Port Gen 5. So that thing is beautiful. That's going to be going in there. So I did have this from before where we had the billet gauge holder with 3 gauges, but now we've got a digital dash. I've got like a double DIN like left-hand drive one upstairs, so I'm probably just going to wire in the hazard, swap the heater out for probably the T7 Design one. So this, I do actually have a dual DIN, so we'll probably put some sort of screen in there or something, but I haven't quite got that far. So battery, we're going with an Odyssey PC680 with the T7 Design billet battery tray. I had that fitted in the coupe and it was awesome, so we are going to fit that. Gearbox, obviously we've already fitted, but we've got the old S9B one here, who I've actually sold to one of my friends. He's going to have that as a spare. What else do we have? We got a million things in there. We've got loom, we've got loads of stuff. So as a couple of people commented last time, rust. We have lots of rust to fix as well. So we are, let me check the car. Actually, you can see a little bit here. So we're going to have to get rid of all this. We'll grind that back to bare metal. And we are probably going to weld up all the holes that we don't need in the engine bay and paint it. So that is a job like way down the future. I mean, the car's dry stored in our unit, so it isn't going to get like horrifically worse or anything. So once all the stuff's done, everything's finished and mapped, all the other things, engine will come out and we'll just sort the rust on the whole car. But that is a problem for another day. Right, I cut a really disgusting hole in our carbon bonnet. Do not like it. So when we get the screamer that comes up through the teardrop, we are going to get Adam from T7 Design to come over. He's going to 3D scan this in, and he's going to make me a plate to sit over the top that will kind of follow the screamer. Also, he's going to make me a cap, like a 3D printed cap that I can sit over the screamer, so if the car's ever outside we can just block the screamer, so that'll be cool. Again, he's going to 3D scan the whole thing. We'll do a video on that. That probably isn't going to be, when's the screamer done? Maybe 4 weeks or so, 6 weeks maybe. But yeah, we'll have like a full video of him 3D scanning all the bits, making a nice plate for us, and yeah, that'd be cool. Wheels. Wheels is something else that we need. So you can see we've got space savers on there currently. Not very nice. Space savers aren't pretty at all. As I showed you earlier on, we've got this going on. I can't even see if it's in place from it. So you can see there's going to be a massive gap. So we're going to have to swap the wheels out. So I haven't quite decided on wheels or tyres yet, but in an ideal world, I want to go maybe 16x9, around there somewhere. Don't know about offset. I'm going to have to work the offset out, but ideally 16x9, something tyre-wise. Bear in mind we don't daily it, probably like an AR1 or something that's like road legal, but still get loads of grip. R888R maybe. It depends. It depends who makes the sizes of what we want. So wheels, don't really know yet. Potentially custom, potentially not. It's Scott! It's Scott! Zoom in on that pretty face.
Hi. Hey people.
Scott's the ponytail man. Hello Scott.
Hi.
So currently we're running through all the different things we're doing on the car.
Nice.
Anything you want to add whilst we're here?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? I think we're all hungry.
We're all hungry first.
Brakes is next on the list. At the minute we've got like 262 stock brakes, and yeah, I mean we don't even have brake lines installed. They're currently cut. That is going to be later on in the video, but I think potentially maybe like a yellow speed 6-pot on like a 300mm disc if we can fit it. Might go purple. Might go custom purple on it. Again, too far down the road. It takes so long. We've had to put the car up and down like 4 times now. Seats are currently OEM. So with the seats, I have spoken to one of my friends who I actually sold my old Recaros to. We're going to buy them back, and they are Evo 4 Recaros with EK rails. So buy those back, swap these out. These are horrible, and get some nicer seats. The steering wheel, we're going to swap that thing out from the horrible OEM Honda wheel. We're going to keep it full interior, fuel cell in the boot, Recaros, personal steering wheel. That's pretty much it for the interior. That pretty much covers all the plans for the car. I mean, things might change, I don't know. They do, they're cars, they break. Things happen, but for the minute, that's what we're going to do. So, today we're going to be fitting the brake lines down there. Let me grab them. So, Hell brought us over some brake lines, so we're going to be fitting those today. Thank you to Corey from Hell. He also gave me some air fresheners. What a nice man. So yeah, we're going to fit in Hell brake lines. Power steering pump, we're going to fit all that stuff, depending on how it goes with the bracket. And we're going to fit the wing. I think that's about it for today. We don't have a huge amount going on, but it's progress, it's things, and it's Scott.
Hi, my name's Scott. First of all, put the brake pedal down so we don't lose no fluid. And then yeah, get the wheels off and assess the situation. Should be quite straightforward. Yeah. So let's do that.
Nice. Just found out that both the rear calipers are seized. We were wondering why, when we were trying to push this car in and out, that it was incredibly hard. So yeah, calipers are seized in the rear, so I think we're just going to install the brake lines. We're not going to bother bleeding it, because we're going to have to bend these calipers and get 2 new ones. So more things that we need to buy for the car, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So I don't know what Scott is doing right now. What are you doing over there, Scott?
Making a mess.
Making a mess?
We've got straight ones, or you got slightly angled ones?
We go have a look at the front.
So this might be a front one. This is angled, you see.
Well, the angle on this is quite aggressive. It's like...
Angled?
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably like a 60 degree, maybe more.
What? No way. What? Oh yeah, that's. You can just do it up through there. Look. So you've got another mounting location here, so you can have it up here. Yeah. And back around.
For anybody watching, we were. Oh, that smells awful, Scott. I thought originally we had bled the clutch, but apparently we didn't. So we swapped it out from the stock EK Clutchmaster to the hybrid racing one with the S2000 adapter plate, so we could kind of like tuck it down on the bay. And originally when we tried to bleed it last time, the slave blew out, slave cylinder. So the slave cylinder was leaking. So we binned it, bought a new one. So we've got an XCD OEM slave here, and it wouldn't bleed. But I think Scott's just fixed it. What was it? Just adjustment in the pedal?
On the mass, and the rod wasn't coming all the way back.
Right, okay.
The clutch would have been on. It just couldn't allow the fluid to go through.
I mean, it wasn't adjusted at all. It was we literally just chucked it in and that was it. Yeah, so.
Fish, fannies you out, bobs you on forward.
Yeah.
All right, malarkey.
Yep. So, we are going to be bleeding the clutch in a sec. We have done a little bit of bleeding, but Scott's gone to grab something, I don't know what, but we're about to bleed it again. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll get a pedal. So, the reason it wouldn't bleed a minute ago is because the adjustment was so far out that I think Scott said that like, the clutch was basically just constantly on. So he's adjusted that, got it all sorted, and now we're good. Just got to bleed it, get all the air out, and then we'll have a clutch pedal again. Okay.
Alright, get down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down.
So now, got a nice clutch pedal. How exciting. Can I have a normal sized Allen key because this thing keeps falling out?
Normal size Allen key. This is the type of technical stuff I've got to deal with. A normal size Allen key. No, I guarantee that's a 6mm.
I don't know what his problem is. I was right, wasn't I, Scott? I said 5.
You did. Lovely, well, at least you're getting the gears, that's good.
Yeah. So, went miserably wrong, basically. Failed terribly. So, we got the clutch bled, which was nice. The brake, what was it? Calipers on the rear completely seized, so I need new ones. Brake lines in the rear we're gonna have to extend. Too many other problems. That was it. Not very successful, but at least we have a plan and we know what to order and know what to buy, so yeah. This is cars in a nutshell, isn't it, Scott?
And lack of tools.
We got a clutch bled, right?
Clutch bled, yeah.
We had a spanner, so yeah.
Yeah, I got one right here.